First, you go to Google Photos, select the video or pictures that you want to edit. In this case, I want to edit a small video. I choose that video. That video comes up, and there at the bottom in the middle here is edit. Press edit. This loads up your video with all the options at the bottom. I'll start off by pointing out the volume there. Right there. If you have a background music or any background noise that you don't want to be included in the video, you can just hit that and that mutes any background noise. And right next to that is a feature to enhance your video. This essentially just gives you a better enhanced quality of the video. It's much clearer and of a higher quality. Right next to that is if you have a video that's a little shaky, it's not stable, this stabilizes your video as well. So you can hit that. I am not going to do that on this video because that takes a little while for that to happen. And as you can see, this export frame, this essentially just takes pictures from your video. So if there's a particular scenery that you like and you want to make a picture out of that from your video, you just cue that in and you hit export frame like that, and that takes a picture of that frame. And you can use that, you can do that to make your thumbnails or just a picture that you want to keep and share with others. Okay, so another feature, at the beginning of the video, if you want to make your video shorter, like remove a portion of it, you can do that at the beginning by pressing that and just dragging it to the right. As you can see there, then your video is going to start from that point. You can do the same thing at the very end. If you want to shorten your video from that end, you can just move that to the left and your video would play from the beginning and would end right there. You could also just save smaller portions of a bigger video, save them, and then bring those together as a video. So you can choose certain areas of a video that you like and save those into smaller portions that you can make into a longer form video. We're gonna go next to crop. Cropping is just you can adjust your video what you want to show. From the bottom, you can move that up, move it up like so, move from the sides like that, to whatever size you want your video to be. Or if you don't want something to show on the video, you can use that as an option to remove whatever you don't want to be showing in the video. Okay. This one right there, you can see that option. If you press on it, it just gives you an option to choose what aspect ratio you want to use for your video. So if you are doing a YouTube video, most YouTube videos are 16 by 19. So you can select that 16 by 19 there as your aspect ratio. The next feature is this one here, the rotate. So, I have filmed a video before and it's upside down. This is one way of correcting it. to the orientation that you prefer, you want it to have. So if you have a video that's upside down and you want to fix it, you can just hit that. It rotates your video until you get it to the correct orientation. All right. And if you are happy at this point, you can hit save, but we are going to continue to show all the other editing features. The next one is adjust, which is this one right there. So under adjust, you can adjust the brightness of the video. So if you press bright, you can make your video brighter by just moving this to 100 or whatever, now however bright you want it to be. You move it the other way, the video is not as bright. And I want you to look at the video as I'm doing that. So you see when I'm moving it there, see how brighter it's getting? Okay, then when I move it the other way, see it's less bright. Next is the contrast. It's the same deal. You can increase the contrast, decrease the contrast. This meter here at the bottom, you can either move it this way to decrease, to increase, move it this way to decrease. The next option there is the HDR effect, which is this option that also enhances the quality of your video. So the next one is the white point. It's the same deal. You can increase or decrease. All right. I'll leave this on 0. Then the next one is highlights. You can increase that or decrease that as well. Then the next one is shadows. You can increase or decrease. Increase, going to the left, decreasing, goes all the way to 100 and all the way to -100. So you can just choose the quality that you like and set it there. The next feature is the black point. The same deal, you select it and you can go up or down to increase or reduce your black points in there. So if you want it darker, you increase. If you want it less dark points in the video, you reduce. The next one is the saturation. The same thing, increase or decrease your saturation. Then you have your warmth. Same deal, you can increase it, see the picture quality changes, or you can decrease it. Once you are done, finished, you can just press done and go on to the next editing feature that's there is effects. You can see right now none is selected, so there's no effect selected. But if I select dust mix, which is the next one there, and play my video, you can kind of see what that would look like. Okay, so you have that option. Also, you have the puppeteer option that'll make your video look like that. You have the black and white option. If you like to show your video as black and white, it'll look like that. It's kind of cool. Next one is the lawnmower. That'll give you that look. You have the light leak. That's that look. Then you have this one is the film mode. kind of give you the vibes of like a film, I kind of like this one, but if you're going for that natural look, you may want to not choose that and just go with either Vivid. The next one is Chromatic. That's how it looks, Chromatic. And the fisheye, if you're going for that look, going for vintage, you want to have layouts in your video, it would look like that. If you're going for the retro film, the poster. All right, and those are all your effects. Once you are happy with that, you can hit save. If you are still editing, you go on to the next, which is this here, filters. So if we hit filters, it's gonna show you all the filters that are available for your video. Right now I have no filters, none selected, but if I were to use them, the first one is Vivid. So that's how it will look like with the Vivid. You have Player, you have Honey, you have Isla, Clay, go for the Palma, Blush, Alpaca, Moderna, the Western look, gives you that vibe, Metro, Real, Bazaar, Ollie, Onyx, Eiffel, Vogue, and Vista. So those are all your filters that you can select. Once you're done with the filters, the last option on your editing feature here is the markup. This is where if you want to add any writing to your video, this is the option that you select. And under that, you have different styles. So you can use a pen, you can use a highlighter, or you can do text, which is when you type something in. So if I were to use the pen, I'll select that pen, then I'll write whatever I want to write in my video. And there you have it. And you can just save that. That's what you're going for. If you write something and you don't want it, you can just hit clear. That removes that and you can start all over again. Or you can choose the highlighter. And the highlighter is kind of like that. You can choose different colors. Okay, I don't want that, so I'll just hit clear. I usually use text, which is this last option there. And with text, you can type something in. So like if you're doing a YouTube video and you want your name, the name of a YouTube or whatever message you are trying to portray, you can have that show up throughout your time frame in the video. In this case, if I want my name in the video, I can just type my name in. So I can Vibes K. All right. And I can hit done. I can choose if I want it to be up at the top, like so. I can move it down. If I want it there, I can move it into the corner, which is what I've seen most people do, either in the right-hand corner there or right here to the left. And this will be in your timeline in the entire video. Once you're finished, you can just hit done. And you can, at this point, you can hit save copy. And this will save your video to your pictures. And you can then go back to Google Photos and open that video up. If you want to do more editing, you can edit that video again. You can even take that edited video to another editing program and continue with your editing. But this is how you edit in Google Photos.